Who's the bastard? We have arrived in London! Yay! We are on our way to find Sascha somewhere, wherever she is in the city, and then we'll hopefully head to Airbnb and eat immediately.
Nice. We jumped on a random train. We are hoping it will go to where we need it to go.
It should be fine, right?
Turn up, for now I am a child.
All the way. This way.
And we found Sascha.
She's been cuddled.
Very busy unpacking, I can see. Maybe unpacking some issues. We have now arrived at the Airbnb. It's really, really nice. Very close to the convention. We finally found Sascha! Yeah! With the designated spotlight. We did a bit of shopping, already ate some oven pizza like you do when you arrive at a new country. You have to figure out what they have in their grocery stores and probably buy the most gross stuff they have there. So now we're just unpacking. Tomorrow, Ellie and Clara will arrive and we cannot wait. They will probably be very fucking tired, but it will be nice. Look who we found! Yay!
We're having pre-con dinner. Look at all these people. First day of con. We're only 45 minutes late from what we expected. We got this. It's fine. At least we don't have far to con. And at least we don't have to change today. Hey! Welcome.
Walking. And more walking. First we lost Clara and Ellie. Now we lost Sascha. And it's just us. We have arrived, we have checked in. Clara is not wearing a wig, which is impressive because it looks like it. We are, as expected already, overwhelmed, but it's gonna be great. There are many people, many stores and rooms and hallways and areas, and right now we're just going to explore. Yes. Later we'll figure out what to actually do here.
We have found friends! We are taking lunch break because we have been here for 2 hours and we got through half of Assist LED Hall and we are very overwhelmed. But we have found a lot of well friends, so that's cool.
Just casually changing outfits in the bathroom.
I just cosplayers too.
Imagine going from Sophie to this emo kid right here.
I am but a child, a Victorian child. Yes.
We have arrived at the meetup and we have our lovely cosplayers and a lovely photographer. So now we're just waiting for people.
Yeah. You want to up? You want to sit down? No. Plans of world domination.
Weight means nothing, it's super lightweight, I can do whatever I want until you're satisfied basically.
So you can see basically what she has over here is like the...
We are at dinner. Hello. The con closed an hour before it was supposed to. Without giving any announcement or anything, but we got all of our stuff out. Nice. Now we are at dinner celebrating Sascha over here. Happy birthday, Sascha! Thank you. It's crafting time in the evening before con day 2.
Day two, baby.
Sascha's just here for the enjoyment of everyone's pain. Nice. Almost ready for con. We're making lunch and breakfast. Waiting for the others. We have arrived at the Owl House meetup and people are making memes. We were at the Owl House meetup. It was super fun. Lots of cool pictures and so many cool cosplayers. Then we get a message from one of our friends that she can't get into the con, which also happened yesterday. But now it's like 3 o'clock and the con is supposed to end at 7. We can't get into the convention. So now we're heading to the other entrance and hopefully it will be better, but there's so many people here and no communication at all. So it's great. We're happy to be here. So we're hanging out in the cloakroom because Josie is gone and they have the bag tag for the last bag, so we could change into our last cosplays. But because of the chaos outside, we have no idea if they're coming or anything, and the service is super bad. So yeah, we're hanging, getting a bit of food. Becca is headed to a panel. Hopefully we can change and actually do the cosplays we have planned.
We changed and are way more comfortable now.
I mean, I'm the same.
I'm way more comfortable now. Clara forgot her pants, but I mean, this is a look.
They're supposed to be black.
This con has been kind of plagued by things not going according to plan. Yeah. We are vibing at the moment. We cannot put stuff in the wardrobe because it closes earlier than the con does. So also working with that.
It's fine.
Yep. Oh,
We got friends.
there they are.
Nice.
We never stop buying stuff.
There's too much cute stuff.
Headed to the dealer, home, to our Airbnb, discussing what we should do for dinner tonight. If we should head out or just save that for later, another day. We still have crafting to do for tomorrow. We have arrived home and are figuring out if we're going out for dinner or ordering in. Yeah. Almost ready for day 3.
Bitch.
No.
This is a family-friendly channel.
Yeah, for sure. Hey.
Just casually getting Jonathan into cosplay in the middle of the cloakroom, as you do when you're at cons. Luckily, Clara is a master fixer. Today, it's kind of possible to walk around.
Whoa!
Which helps a lot when you are covered in very thick plastic suits. We are sweating in places
so sweaty.
we didn't know you could sweat.
Nope.
But we look great.
Because if you're doing something you don't really care about, it's very, very difficult to force yourself every single day to like get up off the sofa and actually do anything. It was also a collaborative project that made sense.
This is the most beautiful, amazing Captain Carter that I know.
We have found friend at the Marvel meetup. We're not really joining the meetup all that much.
We were in the group photo and then we have no idea what's happening anymore. So
And there's 2 other Carters, so I'm not alone.
we love to see it.
And there's so many cool cosplayers here, even if it's very messy to actually find anyone. More friends! Yay! We have arrived at Novotel Bar. End of con.
See if we fall asleep here.
Honestly, I'm so tired.
We've eaten the end of con dinner, are tired, still hanging out. We are meeting people that we have apparently missed the entire weekend. We are kind of slowly getting to the realization that in a moment a con is actually over. We'll be here for a couple of days more, so soon we'll be very sad. Still going strong a bit longer, even though we look more and more dead. I don't want con to end, but I also want to sleep.
We're home a couple of weeks after MCM. It's been a great con.
It was really nice and a great experience, unlike, at least for me, any cons I've been to before this. And I'd like to do more Comic-Con style conventions.
Yeah.
There was a lot to do all the time. I don't think you could be bored. you would just go around another corner and something else would be happening.
Just going through Artist Alley and Dealers Hall takes forever, and there's so many cool people there. All around you, you're surrounded by awesome cosplays.
I think this might be the first convention I ever had FOMO from, because there were just events that I didn't have time to go to and that I actually wanted to go to. I think there was a big communication problem. There was just some information that you didn't get before you were in the situation, and then it would be really hard to solve those issues. Just the fact that they closed the main entrance.
A couple of times, actually.
Yeah. And that's hard to plan around when you are in the situation.
Suddenly not being allowed in and get your stuff from the wardrobe was kind of problematic. At least they solved it like with being able to walk around for the other entrance Saturday, but that is also quite problematic, having to walk like a kilometer around. Especially because I think the reasoning they did close the door was that there was too many people, and then I'm like,
you control how many tickets you sell.
You can't really say there's too many people when you have sold the amount of tickets you have.
Yeah, it's one of those things where they probably had their reasons, but the fact that you didn't know that was the situation before you were in it, maybe we would not have chosen to go outside, or we would have planned it differently. In general, it seems that MCM has a lot of values that they try to have at their conventions, with like accessibility and also respect for cosplayers, and remember to take breaks and enjoy yourself, but they don't really plan around that. It doesn't really show at the convention either. It seems that the people they have working for them don't really know how to enact on these values, or they don't design the convention so it's possible to take breaks or that sort of thing.
Yeah, they were supposed to have like a break room where you could just chill and such, but I don't think a lot of people were able to find it.
I don't know where
we didn't find it. There's just so many people, especially Saturday.
How would anyone know that it would be so full? People's cosplays were breaking. It took 3 times as long to get from one end of the convention to the other, which was in the first place a long walk.
And when you don't really have the possibility of sit down and take breaks in between, it's gonna be a long day. And especially because most people go outside to take breaks. While there were a lot of people out there as well, at least you get some fresh air and stuff, with the possibility of not being able to re-enter the con suddenly.
Saturday was a lot, to a point where I was a bit too overwhelmed, I think.
But you were also in a big cosplay.
Yeah. And had I known, I would not have been in a big cosplay on Saturday. Yeah. I think actually I might not have been in cosplay, because the thing with MCM, even as a cosplayer, I think there would be enough for me to enjoy just out of cosplay as a con goer, that I wouldn't have the need to be in cosplay every day. But we also spent most of our Saturday outside of the con area for the Owl House meetup. And I think that took away a lot of the pressure.
Yeah, because when we got back in, it was after the doors had closed. So most people were still outside. So it was definitely better in the afternoon than in the morning. Or the morning. We arrived at like 12. We were not good at getting out the door early.
We have a skewed vision of what morning and afternoon is.
So yeah, if you have a lot of social anxiety and such, maybe don't go Saturday, just because there's so many people. It's legit insane. So yeah, MCM definitely had their communication issues, but overall it was a really cool experience.
The British cosplay community was nice to get to know a bit.
We got to meet so many cool people and hang out with friends.
And I really like the overall way they kind of divided the convention into, I wouldn't say themes, but depending what kind of nerddom you like, there was some place for you to go where a lot of that was centered around. And I really like the concept of that. There were some things that I probably wouldn't have placed it where they placed it, but the idea overall was really cool, because that makes it possible to collect so many nerds in one place.
Yeah.
I think for me, at least, it was a convention where it was hard to meet new people, because so much was just going on all the time.
I think that's what most people use the outdoor area for.
And I was stupid not to go outside before the last day. That was more of a calm day, I think.
Definitely a con worth visiting.
And there are still a lot of things that I'm sitting here like, oh, that would be cool to experience again, or do this at MCM. And
just the fact that they have so many cool artists is like the main reason I want to go back. There's so much cool stuff.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I didn't go to more panels because there were actually some interesting things.
Yeah, I have been there twice now, and it was definitely a cool experience both times. Artist Alley and the amount of cool cosplayers legit everywhere, and you're just like fangirling the entire time. It's awesome.
I would want to go back, and I would want to experience more of the panels, and I think more meetups too. The ones I went to was really nice, and just a good time and a good vibe all around. This is one of the conventions where you really have to plan your time a bit. We did that to a certain extent. It always went wrong, but we had some ideas of when would it make sense to change cosplays and when do we want to be at this meetup, and not necessarily long before the con, but at least in the start of the day. I think I would do more to enjoy it better.
So thank you for watching and following our little con experience. Our first time at trying to vlog something.
Yeah, of course there were a lot of things happening that we didn't get on video, but this was overall one.
Way too distracted by how cool the con was. Thank you, and
hopefully we'll see you at a con soon.
bye!